Hey everyone, what's going on? It's Jason here. We're back again. I wanted to do a weekly, I guess, go over of the AMC saga that is still continuing with the retail versus the hedges. Also, wanted to go over what I think is going to happen this coming up week and predictions on pricing and everything like that. If you could, make sure below to hit the thumbs up, smack that thumbs up real quick. Also, if you're not a sub, think of the sub button. That way you guys can keep up with all the other financial advice, whether that be real estate, stocks, things like that. I'm always doing videos on great stocks to invest in for the future and stocks that are very undervalued. If that's something you like, again, make sure to hit the sub button below. Also, if you guys want 2 free stocks with Webull right now, worth up to $1,600 a piece, all you have to do is hit the link below. It's super fast, super easy. Again, we actually had a couple people the other day get 2 free stocks to Facebook, which are worth about $250 right now. They're pretty crazy. This week was, like I said, it was a lot of ups and downs. I'll pour this map out real quick and we can look at this we'll go over the whole week. It's, like I said, we'll go over the last 5 days. This last 5 days, we can go back a little further. Obviously, we had a peak period. Obviously, back on 2-1 of right at what 16, almost $17 right there. Then it was just a downfall. Obviously, over the next few days, we got all the way down to what is that, like 660. Back on 2-2, just a little bit over a day later in the market. 1 day later in the market. Then we got back up again, $8. It's pretty much just a wiggle line through. We went up to like $9 and like 50 cents right there on a 2-3, and then it's just been a downtrend since then. We got down to like, what is that? Six, almost right $7. Again, we had another downtrend to 652 on Friday, and then it was just another downtrend, and then straight to at $7, right at $7 at the end of Friday and after hours. Again, this week we actually had a lot more buy volume than sell volume, which makes me believe and others believe, obviously, that we've had some ladder attacks, which is probably going to happen since these big hedge funds don't want to lose a lot of money. So right now they can buy and sell between each other and create these ladder attacks. It's like I said, it's pretty much bull hockey. There's not a lot we can do about it, really. All we can do is just buy, obviously. Buy and hold, buy and hold, buy and hold. But again, it's going to be hard to win against these hedges just because of just how much power they have. You can see these, you can tell these ladder attacks. Anytime we have like some up movement, ladder attacks. You know what I mean? Another ladder attack here, ladder attack here. And a lot of times we actually had a higher buy volume coming in, but a lot of people weren't selling. But again, these hedges can sell back and forth to each other, and it creates this movement that tricks the algorithm of the makes it look like the stock is falling anyway to the system, and the system obviously creates that downtrend. If we could have coordinated together, kind of like these hedge funds do, coordinated in terms of buying, because a lot of times these buys were coming in at such a fast, like at one, like say the hedges were buying and selling every couple seconds, okay, and say we were buying every minute. Well, them buying and selling back and forth to each other, selling the stock to each other, buying back and forth like that. That created this chain effect, and that's what makes these ladder attacks happen. Because the system is pretty much tricked into saying, "Hey, look, this thing's selling off." So then we have this down pattern again. Even though at the same time we're actually buying just as much, maybe even more. It's just not coordinated as much as the hedges was. Like right down here, we had a really good ladder upwards, obviously, where we were buying, and then like again, you hit with this small attack again, and then it just wavers it out. And you had this pattern where you're just stuck. It's almost like going through like some sludge at that point. It's just a hard pattern to break, and it just stinks overall. Like right here, we got the $10, man, the $10 on 2-3. That was on Wednesday, and then we just got laddered hard, and then we started fighting back again, and then laddered really hard again on a 2-4, all the way down to 681 right there, the lowest point. And we kind of battled back, and then on Friday we had some really positive outlook right here. We got down to, what is that, down to 652, Then we started buying back. We got to 827. Then obviously, if you get a $2 gain, people are going to sell off. And so people, taking profit on that kind of whittled this out again. And then that in turn, when we got over here, created this laddering system again. I'm pretty sure by the hedges anyway, to get us down in this mode where it's just going to be a bunch of sludge again. So overall, the week wasn't the best for us, but I am actually have a positive outlook coming up because I don't know what these. I don't know why it does that, but it says like a sell off at 725, and I just think it's just like an error or something. I don't really know why that's there. I do think though, if we can keep this at above $7, I think we're gonna be good because a lot of these hedges still have a lot of shorts. I can pull up this real quick and show you. I do think this stock could get back up to the double digits. I don't know how far it could go after that. You know what I mean? If it gets to 10 to 12 to $15, I don't know if it can go further than that. Just depends on our volume and how we can fight against the hedges. Like I said, if we could create a laddering effect in buying, and we spread our buying out between each other, and we're all buying back buy like that, instead of just buying one big gulp and then waiting a little bit and buying in one big gulp again. Because like I said, the last few days we've had a higher buy volume than sell volume, but the sell volume has been consistent, and that sell volume consistency tricks the system into thinking that the stock is falling, which is why you get that laddering system going on there, which is what the hedge funds are doing. It's like I said, it's actually illegal, but again, their hedge funds they don't really care if it's illegal or not. I can pull this up real quick though. Right now, actually, we've actually had a higher short volume ratio on 2.5. We're up to 60% again. 60% on 2.5. The short volume is actually up. If you would have been back here on 2.3 on Wednesday, when we had that good going up or whatever, we were down to 43% short volume ratio. So these hedges are buying more shorts, which they're betting on the stock to fall some more, which isn't the best, obviously. I mean, it's good for us, which means the short volume is going up, which means we can short this again per se, in terms of everybody working together. Right, 1.3 million short shares availability on 2.6, so 1.3 million right there. Again, 60%. And also, again, another thing we have an actual good lookout for is BlackRock, which is a big holding firm. They actually bought 6.2 million shares, 6.2 million shares on the 2nd of this month. They also had some more people actually buy it here recently. This hasn't updated yet, but they actually bought 6.2 million shares on the 2nd as well. So it's, again, we can fight back. We can get a higher percentage. Again, obviously, if you can't hold and you need the money, and you get close to where you're at, I mean, nobody's gonna hate you having to sell. Obviously, if you have that money to do it. I am holding a few hundred shares, obviously, myself. Again, like I said, this is not financial advice. Obviously, we could see this thing rocket up, or it could very well, these people could short ladder attack us and outlast us. But again, we are a bunch of hard-headed retail investors, as they say. So maybe we out battle them. AMC short interest is actually up to 78.97% right now. Again, this was a lot lower before, a lot lower. This is almost a 10-point gain in this short interest right here. It's 78.97. Again, this last week we went up to, what was that? Short interest. We're up to 60% short volume ratio. Short volume ratio is actually up. The short interest is actually up, which leads me to believe that we could see this thing maybe skyrocket, or even if we got to $20 again, it's still good. A lot of people could get their money back out. A lot of people could we could cause these hedge funds some more damage in terms of costing them some more money, because we obviously, you guys know, with GameStop, that took one guy out of the game, and he had to get bailed out by another firm. Again, like I said, don't get your hopes up. I do think this thing could hit double digits again, whether it's $10 or $20 or $30. That's up to us as retail investors. Also up to how these hedge fund people trade back and forth and cause these ladder scenarios. Hopefully, we can fight off these ladder scenarios, and we can get ahead of these hedge funds. That's all I wanted to go over. Like I said, I just wanted to do a quick rundown of where I thought what happened this last week with AMC. Also, where I thought this could go. Again, this could go, like I said, double-digit stock again. Again, you could always hold, more long-term and get your money back after the pandemic. Whatever, that's up to you. Again, you know your where your finances are at. I don't really know where your finances are at. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't recommend you going out and buying things you can't, you know what I mean, stomach at the end of the day. I don't want anybody living, down by the river because you bought, 10,000 shares worth of AMC stock. For the love of God, don't do that. Because again, I am a financial channel, so I do want you guys to have financial, well-beings. Again, if this is something you liked, make sure to smack the thumbs up below. Also, if you could hit the sub button. Hey man, share this video around, that way other people can see it. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out, and I'll see you guys on the next video.